Hey YouTube, this is Jesse with permofit. Just wanted to show you my bucket hydroponic system that I'm going to use my tomato for. So I have this over complex system of tubes. I got some black, I think they're vinyl tubes. There's an air pump, a couple of one-way valves. So basically the air can only go one direction, you can't get any back feeding. So that way the pump can be below the water line. I got two lines coming in. So the lines come in, one goes directly down and tees off, the other one comes and tees off immediately. The one that tees off immediately goes over to a large fine air stone. The other one that comes down straight down, tees again, goes to two small air stones. Now these are all pretty inexpensive air stones. And the reason I have them connected together is if one's putting out a little bit too much air, the other one's putting out a little too much air, it's going to go to the least path of least resistance. So I'm hoping that with the extra tees and stuff, it's going to be a balanced air system. If it's not, I'm not really too worried, because with 5 air stones like that, I should get enough aeration. If not, I have a bigger pump I can switch to. It'll push more air into the pumps, or into the air stones, and it should work even better. So I have here, this is a 5-gallon bucket, and I have here I want to say this is an 8-inch net pot. I know it's overkill, but it's the size that I had. I have some holes drilled here, and here for this tomato deal, so I can, when the plant starts getting big enough, I can just drop it right on top and not have to worry about strings and everything else and stuff. I've seen a couple of YouTube videos where there were things to caution about. Sleek stake rule was one of them, and so I'm trying to pattern this kind of after his. So anyways, I got my Hydroton, and I washed it already. There's enough here to fill up to about here, but my tomato's not very big, so I'm just going to put it in here and fill it up just enough to cover the rock wool. And then the water line goes to the top of this black line right here. So, or not the water line, but the bottom of the net pot. So I just have to fill it up a little bit past there. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some water in here and some nutrient solution, and let it percolate and aerate for a while, and then I'll come back and show you. Boil, boil, toil and trouble. Hey guys, so I got my nutrient solution in here, and it's approximately 3 gallons of water. So I don't know if you can see this shadow right here. Look over here. This shadow, that's my finger. So the water line is right above that black line right there. And if I go and drop my net pot in here, it just comes just over the bottom. It's just barely there. Now the reason I overfilled a little bit is because my tomato plant is pretty small, and I need that rock wool to wick the moisture up to the roots until it gets a little bigger. Now what I'll probably end up doing is let this evaporate down a little ways, just naturally, and then as the roots grow down into it, it'll just work better. So, alright, so here's everything in action. I'm going to put Hydroton in. Now I know this is way overkill in size, so put it in, it'll help hold the rock wool in place. And I might be doing this a little bit earlier with the seedling, but it is what it is. Now I just want to cover the top of the rock wool. The rock wool is going to get, don't want to crush my plant. rock wool's going to get moisture in it from wicking up, and I don't want to get a bunch of algae and other stuff competing with the plant for nutrients. So I'm going to put just enough in here to cover it. Now, I'm going to put some extra around the sides because, as you can see, light can get into the water and ruin the roots, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to put some extra in, build it up around a little bit. And I'm probably going to put some foil or something. Alright. Now, take a look at this guy here. See how it's got that leaf curl? I'm not sure what that's from, so if you guys know, let me know. Now my stevia is not doing so good. The roots started coming up, so I covered them a little bit, and I don't think it's going to make it. I'm gonna have to come up with a little bit better plan. This guy here originally came with some different like soil pots, so I'm probably gonna try some seeds in that. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, and don't forget to share and subscribe. Let me know what you think. Alright, so it's been about an hour, and this little guy here looks like it's starting to curl up, and I don't know if it's going into shock from humidity change, which probably is, or what, but moisturize it a little bit, and we'll see if it pulls through. Now, I have, it's kind of hard to see without it messing it up, but I have some lights here, and then I have a light here shining down on it because I don't want the excess heat drying it out too much. I changed around my little stevia guy because it's hard to see, but that huge rock wool cube was way too much. Let's see here. So yeah, it's washed out. Here, let me physically get closer here. Okay. So there you go. So one leaf like deteriorated and the other leaf is okay, but the roots started curling over and pointing up, so I had to change it. I took a little chunk of the cube, put this black mat down, which is the stuff that it came with, and underneath here is a reservoir of water. So it's supposedly supposed to wick up this water for up to 7 days and keep this water keep it from drying out. I don't know exactly how well it's going to work, but we'll see. I'll keep an eye on it. I'm going to leave the lid off, and at least for now, I'll probably put it like that or something, and just see how it goes. I still have the heating pad underneath because this stuff supposedly needs to be warm, and we'll see how it goes. This, on the other hand, the water's cool, and it's getting the rock wool under the pebbles is wicking up the moisture, so hopefully it pulls through and does good. It's so teeny down there and sad looking.